Alright, my battery died, so I'm holding my camera while it's hooked up to the battery to do this intro real quick. This is my look for kind of if you had this just really pretty kind of girly girl, you tore away her skin and it's just, you know, kind of this black ooze underneath, not blood, and, you know, just like a black oozy shadow. I've also done like a wound on the chest, and yeah, so if you want to see how to get this look, keep watching. And this is, you don't have to do black underneath. If you wanted to do like blood, like somebody who got beat up, you could also do like an animal print underneath, like tear away to like a tiger or a snake or whatever. Those are kind of popular. So if any of these things sound interesting and you want to get this look, just keep watching. Alright guys, once again, not naked. I'm just wearing a tube top because part of the look I think I'm gonna do somewhere on my chest. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some of my clear liquid latex with some water to kind of thin it out, and then the other thing you're gonna need is some toilet paper. Now most toilet paper nowadays is not single ply. You need to pull your toilet paper apart so that you have single ply pieces. Alright, and so I've also got a sponge. I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that latex ruins makeup brushes, so that's why I've been using sponges. So let me get this all mixed together and then we'll go from there. Alright, I've never mixed my latex with water, so I'm hoping I didn't water it down too much. So what I'm going for, I think this is just kind of like a concept in my head, is kind of like if somebody tore away skin in a couple spots, so kind of like here and maybe here. So basically I'm going to tear the toilet paper into kind of smaller pieces that may be still too big, and I'm going to outline the wound with this, and it's going to make kind of like artificial skin. So I think I'm going to start with the one on my chest. So I'm going to kind of angle you down and zoom you into my chest, which sounds weird, but we're doing it. I'm just going to take straight latex and blend the edges. So I'm just going to use some tweezers, and I'm going to push the edges up so that there's a little bit of a raised edge. Alright, so now you've got a little bit more, it's kind of raised and open, so it kind of looks like the skin's peeling away. So basically I'm going to let it dry and build up latex around the edges until there's a smooth transition from the fake skin to your real skin. I used only latex instead of latex and water because I felt like the latex water mixture is taking forever to dry versus latex. So I'm just doing the same thing. I wet it with the latex, put the tissue over it, wet it with latex on top of it, and now I'm trying to use my tweezers to kind of pull it up. What I would recommend is pulling each piece up as you go, because I'm kind of having a hard time pulling them up now because it's already drying versus that water mixture, which is still wet on my chest even after I put a blow dryer on it. So yeah, definitely peel the layers while it's still wet. Alright, so everything on my face is dry. I think my chest is dry. I've put in a black contact lens under where it's going to be black. Let's do some makeup. I'm using my CoverGirl Outlast because it's really high coverage. Alright, So because this is kind of like there's something evil underneath, I'm gonna make the makeup on my normal face look very vampy. Actually, no. That is an option, but I think what I might do is make this side of my face like Barbie, like hot pink lipstick, you know, really bright, you know, like girly hot pink, so that it really contrasts to the black. Those are two options, and now I have to decide which one I want to do. Do we want to do it that it's hiding behind something innocent, or do we want to do it as its inside is just a deeper reflection of the outside? I think I'm going to do the kind of girly Barbie super pink over here, just because I think it'll make a good contrast. Stuff's falling over. Alright, so I'm taking a light bronzer and I'm going to contour. So this side of the face is going to be kind of like a normal makeup, so I'm going to contour. Taking a very pink blush. This is Dollface from Tarte. And I'm going to put that on the cheeks. And I'm going to make it very dolly, very, yeah, prominent, kind of more on the apples. For the eyes, I'm going to use my Summer Eyes palette from Too Faced. I'm going to go on the lid with this light shimmery color. Using a fluffy brush, I'm going to use Toasted Coconut in the crease. I'm going to put a cream colored liner on the inner. I'm going to use Bone by Laura Geller, which is just kind of like a shimmery champagne-y color. I am going to put on some mascara and false lashes, and my camera is super dying, so while I am doing that, I'm just gonna fill in my brow. I'm gonna put this on the charger. Alright, so I've been a little bit of a busy girl because my camera doesn't charge that fast, and I'm impatient, sorry. So I put on mascara. I used these number 47 lashes. They're from, I got them from Bitch Slap Cosmetics. I wanted something very big and kind of doll-like. And then I lined my lips with Coastal Scents lip pencil in Pinky. And I filled it in using my Nicki Minaj Viva Glam lipstick so that they were very hot pink. And then I practiced on my chest area so that I knew what I was doing when I got to my face. So this is what I think I'm going to go for. Basically, I filled it in with black grease paint. I powdered over it with black eyeshadow. And then using watercolor, I made these drips. And then I shaded around the outside using eyeshadow. Alright, let's do the face and let's get this show on the road. This is just a black grease paint that came in some Halloween kit. You can use around my eye. I'm going to use my Eye Studio black gel liner. So you can just use this for all of it. You don't have to use grease paint. And then after that, I'm going to powder it using the black out of my 88 color matte. You can just use whatever matte black eyeshadow you have to powder. And then I'm going to talk to you again after I'm done with that. Alright, so now we're going to do the drips. I've got just, this is a Snazaroo number 2 brush. It just kind of looks like a little bitty paintbrush. And I've got water, and what I'm doing is I'm getting my brush really, really wet, mixing it with the watercolor, and then pressing it against the bottom areas of the wound so that I get a natural drip pattern. I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about. So I've got black paint on here, and then wet it again because it has to be really wet to drip, and then place it and push so that it kind of follows natural drip patterns. Problem I'm having is they're getting underneath the latex, so I'm gonna have to do some get like kind of down here. There we go. Then what you want to do is paint over the drip lines so that they are nice and black. So basically you kind of want it to look like the black is kind of oozing out of the wounds. Alright, the last step is shading to get kind of that bruised kind of wound look. Basically I'm using black, dark red, and dark purple. So I'm just going to go in. Basically I'm using red at the edge of the wound, and then purple and black kind of around the edge, and then I'm using kind of a duo fiber brush to blend it out so that it's as diffused as I can get it. Alright guys, the battery is dying again and we're not stopping for another break. So, we're done. So just some tips. First off, a water latex mixture works good, but make sure it's more latex than water. Second, as soon as you put the toilet paper on, give it just a few minutes to dry, and then pull it up before it's fully dry, otherwise it's going to be really hard. Third is, when you're doing the shading, make sure that you're dabbing it off on your hand so that you're not getting too much pigmentation on your face. So this is kind of my black inside seeping out kind of look.